Hey everyone, Chris Davis here with a quick video to show you how to calibrate your microphone 1 and 2 on the DJ-707m. First, a little background so that everyone's on the same page here. The mic inputs on the 707m, at least mics 1 and 2, are very high gain mic inputs. They're studio grade, so you need to calibrate them because it's very easy to clip them if you don't have it set correctly, as a lot of people have experienced. And so we're going to show you how to do this real quick. The key is having a way to check the input level, then adjusting the gain appropriately. So what we have here is standard SM58, and this is the mic, since this is the most popular vocal mic in the world. This is the mic that the 707M was basically voiced for. And so if we go over here, well, let's see here. What we're going to do is step by step. What you want to do is turn off your speakers on your main outputs, and then listen through your headphones of the mic signal. So you want to make sure your power speakers or your amp is off. Then you're going to turn the gain, the master output, not the gain, the master output all the way up, and then turn the level of the microphone all the way up. And then finally, we're going to go into the mic settings. So we're going to go into scene, edit, and then into mic 1 setting. And here you have the gain. Now the default on the earlier 707Ms was 0, which is the most gain. And then there was a firmware update that changed that, I think, to either -10 or -15, which is basically set to use SM58 at kind of conversational level. But depending on what type of mic you have, what you want to do is go ahead and adjust this gain to match the microphone you have and then your performance style to make sure you don't clip the channel. And you're going to be able to tell if you're going to clip or not by utilizing that master output level meter. So, so here we have the gain here. Let's go back here. And now if we go into our 58. Check, 1 2 1 2, check 1 2. And so now you'll see how this is at -15, how it's kind of going a little bit into the yellow, and it's not clipping into the red. If we take it all the way back up to 0, which is default, then you'll see it's definitely clipping. So you want to adjust this and utilize the meter to make sure that you're maybe in the first one yellow, which is usually around, I think that's around 0 decibels. 2 at the most, and definitely make sure you're not into the red clipping. And that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to show you on another mic. So here on mic 2, I have digital wireless. So line 6 is kind of a mid-level digital wireless mic. And it's just set for the standard factory capsule. It can emulate other microphones also, but this is just stand for the standard line 6 capsule. And we're going to turn this one on. Same thing. Check. Make sure that's off. Oops. Check. Okay. And now we're going to go into check 1 2. Now we're going to go into mic 2. Let's see here. Mic 2 settings, and then the gain, and the same thing. We're going to look at the meter, and here you see I already have it set for -20. And so each mic is going to be different. And then, like I said, you want to make sure, see, how I'm clipping now, and I'm in the red. I want to make sure that I stay within the yellow, usually around the first level. And really the plus of this is that you'll automatically know that all your mics will be at the same level, and then also in relation to the gains on your decks, you'll know, okay, if I just stay within like the first yellow, second yellow at most, then my mic level is going to be balanced against that. So this is how you calibrate your mics. And then sure enough, if we go with both, 1 2 1 2, turn this one up, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, both mics are around the same level and they're not clipping. Easy as that. So let's say here, okay, now let's say you don't want to deal with all this. You or maybe you set this and you forgot to save the scene, and you change the settings and you're at a gig and you're in a pinch and you don't want to have to turn off your speakers, to turn up the master to calibrate the microphone all over again, or you just don't even want to mess with this. Now the quickest way, if you just you swap out the XLR cable on your mic to a standard 1/4 inch to XLR, and then plug it into the microphone inputs on the front, because you have 2 more microphone inputs on the front of the 707M. And these microphone inputs, you have all the same controls that you do on the top panel, but instead of having knobs for them, they're actually in the settings. And so to that, let's connect our 58 to it. And the ones on the front is the 2 microphone inputs on the front is just a standard microphone input with no gain control. It's not high gain. It's not as quiet as the high quality ones on the front. But the simplicity of these microphone inputs is that you don't have to calibrate them. You don't have to set the gain. They're just like you would normally use on any other controller. As a matter of fact, if we move to this one, check 1 2 1 2 1 2. This is all the way up on the 58, and you can see it's just in the second yellow. If I talk really loud, I can clip, but that's turned all the way up. So this would be kind of like the no-brainer way of hooking up a mic. You can just plug it right in and it'll work. And as a matter of fact, if we go into the settings for mic 3, you'll notice there are no gain settings for it. So you have all your normal ducking, your EQ, noise gate, your effects and everything that you would set in the menu, same as the other 2, the front pedal controls of the other 2 microphone inputs. But you don't have any gain because it's already set for 58. And there you have it. So hopefully you'll utilize this technique, and you people on the forums that complain about, oh, the microphone preamps in the 707, the microphone inputs don't sound good. They sound great. Matter of fact, they sound better than any other controller. You just have to set them correctly. And for those people who aren't into kind of audio engineering techniques, that aren't into reading manuals, I hope this video helps you out. And if you could just leave a thanks, so I know that this works out for everyone. So cheers and have fun.